BJ, what'd that feel like? Running down the field after just kind of gifted to you a little bit?
Yeah, it felt good, man. It was just right there, so I just grabbed it, ran down the field, celebrated with the teammates. It was an amazing feeling. So.
What made you want to tumble into the end zone? You kind of threw your head down and just rolled through the end zone.
Yeah, I tried to get a higher flip, but I couldn't get up there. So, but yeah, it felt great. It was an amazing feeling. So, yeah.
PJ, just what do you notice with the defense? There was a stretch there where you guys go from pick six to where it's called back, and a couple plays later they're able to turn that fourth down into a long touchdown, a couple missed tackles in there, and then it just kind of avalanche from there where there's the fumble on the kick return and scoring pretty quickly there. So what do you notice in that stretch right there from the team that you think needs to be fixed in the future?
Yeah, Coach said it. It's times where we look really good. It's times where we look like, what are we doing out here? I just feel like we really just have to stay focused throughout the whole game and stay locked in. We got to execute each and every call that the coach gives us. We didn't do that in the fourth quarter. We didn't do that in the second half of the game. And that's just things that we're going to get fixed going into Lindenwood. So, yeah.
You executed extremely well in the first half, just 7 points on the board for Ball State. Wyatt mentioned offense was only on the field for 8 minutes, which means you guys were out there the rest of the time. What's harder, is it the physical side of it, being out there for almost the entire first half, or is it the mental part where you're just like, we just got to get a stop and get off the field here?
I wouldn't say it's hard per se. Regardless of what happens, we got to hold up, because if it was flipped and we're off the field, offense is going to have to go score. So regardless of what happens, we got to hold up throughout the whole game. So just feel like it is what it is. It's football. We got to come out. We got to tackle better. We got to play within the calls a little bit better. So, yeah.
Lance, are you always that wide open when running down the middle?
I like to think so.
I
like to think I'm always open, but no, that was just a great call. Set it up a couple plays before, and then as soon as I passed the linebackers and saw nobody was there, I knew it was going to be good. Except whenever I was running, I'm just thinking, tuck the ball, someone's going to catch me, because usually those safeties and corners are a little faster than I am, but made it, so.
Yeah, just the offense started to pick it up there in the second half. Just what you noticed from one half to the next, where you guys were able to find a little bit of a groove?
Yeah, that's all it is, just getting in a groove, like being able to chip away. I think just, on our good drives, it's just like 5-yard play, and then a big play, and then like 3 yards run, and then a 10-yard run, and just slowly start getting in a groove. And in the first half, we just never could. We started off with a huge play right out of the gate, and then get stopped. I think, he mentioned it, that they had a good game plan. I think they came in with some calls that caught us off guard sometimes, and just brought the perfect play against our play and shut us down early. And then the longer you're, like you said, we were hardly on the field, so it's even harder to get in a groove, and it just keeps stacking, gets harder and harder to get going, because you're hardly even out there. So finally in the second half we were able to start rolling, and then we were just able to play.
Can both of you guys talk about being at home for the home opener, but also playing Lindenwood, which is not FBS and it's not ranked top 3 in the country?
Yeah, I think Coach said it best. We're an 0-2 football team, so I just feel like we got to come in here and just, regardless of who we're playing, we need a win. So we're going to come in Tuesday, practice hard. It's going to be great to play in front of our fans, like Coach Beard said, in front of our families, and hopefully we have, that home support. It's going to get us a win, so yeah.
Can you reach back into things that happened in that game, the 2 previous games, to give you a little bit of confidence? This went well, we did that well, we learned from this.
Yeah, we can definitely build on the positive things that we did in both of those games, because you look at those games and you're like, who was really the better team on the field? Obviously they won, but we dominated most of those games. So we can just build on the positive things and, fix the negative in the film room and on the practice field. So,
yeah, and I feel like that's what's hard about the 2 losses too, is walking away from it, we still feel like we were the better team. But like you said, you are what you put on tape, and we're 0-2, so yeah, I mean, we're attacking this game, even more so maybe than a normal game, because I mean, we're 0-2, we're still chasing that first win, so.
With the injuries on the offensive line the last 2 weeks, Lance, did that change your responsibility, or did you feel any added pressure that maybe needed to stay in a little bit longer, block a little bit longer, considering the different faces that were rolling in and out on the offensive line?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't necessarily change like any type of game plan. I feel like the people that they brought in stepped into their role. Obviously, we have a lot of guys that are playing through a lot of stuff right now, and it's going to take a toll. But I feel like the guys that stepped in, did their job for the most part and are doing the best they can. So.